Check it out, friends. Today we have the Milwaukee M12 Packout floodlight with USB charging. Let's take a closer look. All right, so check out my rolling packout right here. This is the light right on top. So it's a top stack design, meaning you can't put anything on top of it. So the light folds out like this. And let's get a closer look here at it. So right here is where the battery goes. This particular one's a tool only. This is model 2356-20. And right there is where you can put any M12 battery in. And what I like about this, it has a flip out. You hear it has like a positive stop, a click. Just kind of a real cool sound, that click. I just really like it. So the biggest battery right now at the time making this video is the 6 amp hour battery. So we're gonna put that in there and do some testing with it. Lock that in place. So as I showed you right here, this is the light itself. So it has a 180-degree rotation that way. See how it stops right there? And then at this point, it has a 300-degree rotation. So you can see how it goes that way. It doesn't keep going all the way around, but it's 300 degrees. So this will really shine pretty much wherever you need it to go. Up top here, we have a folding handle. And then underneath the light right here, this is where we have some storage and some USB charging. All right, let me roll this up so you can get a better look at it. So right here, you'll see a couple storage compartments. And then right here, this is a good spot where you could put your phone and do some charging. So if you can see right here, that flips out, or this side right here flips out. So you have a USB-A and you have a USB-C, which I'm really glad to see everything now is starting to go to the C version instead of the micro USB. And then right here is a button you push on. So if you want to start charging, that's the on button for that. So I have a question for you. What would you typically put in here? Would it be maybe some drill bits, maybe some fasteners of some sort, maybe your electrician, maybe like some wire nuts, or the Wago connectors, something like that? Let me know down below. And then to go ahead and use the light, right here is the power button. And right next to it is a mode button. So right now I believe we're on high, medium, low. High, medium, low, and off. So what's nice about this, let's say you want to only use the low setting all the time. So when you turn it on, so right now it's on the low mode. If you go and shut it off, and then whenever you come back, you turn it on, it's going to be on the low mode again. So one of the flashlights I reviewed, it's the same way, just like that. It's one of the simple things, but it just kind of makes life easier. If you pretty much only use one setting, you don't have to keep toggling around to get where you want to be. So on my channel, it's probably a couple years ago, that's when Milwaukee introduced their Packout Lights, the M18 version. So it's right here. So this is something that is really handy in the winter time when it gets dark at 5 o'clock. And sometimes it's still pretty decent outside if you want to do some of your woodworking out there. So I'll have a link at the end of this video if you want to see my comprehensive review of this light right here. But just a quick version of it. You have the one light right there. You have the one light right there. And then you have another identical small fold-out one right there. So a lot of options where these rotate. But here's the thing. Let me show you why I think a lot of people are going to go to this light right here before they go to that one. But you know, I could be wrong, so I'd like to hear what your thoughts are between the two lights. So one of the nice things about the M18 light, it's not a top stack, but it really is quite a big light to be carrying around. So yes, you do get 3 lights with it, but I would say, I'd argue that this one light right here being so much lighter and being a little more portable is going to be all the light that you really need. So I'd say this light right here is going to work better for maybe 2 or more people working at a job site. For like your personal lighting, I'd say this right here is going to be all that you need. So what's cool about this is you can, let's see, let me find something to put this on. So if you need to bring this with you, just set it like that. And then the on button's in the front. So you can see this really, this gives you a lot of options. So if you don't want the light to shine in your eyes, it's really nice just how quick and easy it is to angle it down. One of the jobs that I always do as a home builder is putting the sump pump in, and whether you're in the basement or crawl space, sometimes there isn't very good lighting in there, and sometimes you just have those little escape windows up top and it just gets really dark, and if you don't really have much electricity hooked up or the electrician hasn't finished putting the lights in the basement, you're really limited on what you can see. So a light like this would work really well because you have your floor, and then if you're working in the corner on that sump pump, this would just light it all up completely. And then to carry something down the stairs with all your tools, I mean, this is really lightweight. Let me put this on the scale real quick with the battery in it. All right, let's check the weight of this. 6 pounds, 8.8 ounces. So I could definitely bring the M18 Light right here, but let's see what this thing weighs. And this has a 8 amp hour battery. 13 pounds, 12.8 ounces. So quite a bit more. All right, so we got a couple specs to go over real quick. So the handle folded down, it's 15.2 inches. The height, 4.6 inches. And then the width, 9.8 inches. So there's a couple things on the box here that are worth pointing out. So it has a 6-foot impact resistant rating on it. It has the IP54 rating, so it's dust and water resistant. We have a 5-year tool warranty on it. And then if you want to see the light output, so on high it's 1400 lumens, 700 on medium, 350 on low. So I was looking on the box, and one of the things I didn't see is that it has true view definition, but I did go and check the website, and yes, it definitely has that. So that is going to be like the best high definition lighting, so you can see what you're doing. Like some lights by some other brands have like a bluish tint to it. This is going to be like the most pure white light that you're going to find. All right, so let's say you're an electrician and you have to turn the breaker off, so you're only relying on your personal lighting right here, your floodlight. So sometimes, let's say I don't know if you ever changed a ballast out in a light, but there's wires everywhere. It looks like a bird nest. And there's red, there's green, there's blue. And so sometimes it's hard to pick out some of the colors on those wires. But with this right here, you're definitely going to be able to see the differences between the two. So you're not going to make the mistake of attaching like a green to a red or something like that. And then there's something else I want to point out in the box right here. So here's some of the runtimes that you're going to get with the XC 4.0 or the XC 6.0. So what they're showing on high, you're going to get 5 hours. Well, I did my own test last night, and at 5 hours and 30 minutes, the light blinked once for the first time, but I ended up getting all the way to 6 hours and 20 minutes with that battery that I showed you in there. So if you're running on the low setting with the 6 amp hour battery, it shows you're going to get 17 hours, but I wouldn't doubt you'd probably get more than that. And that leads me to another question I thought you might have about this. Will this run on AC power at all? And the answer is no. This is strictly battery only. I believe the other M18 Light, yeah, that's one of the differences. The M18 Light, you can plug it in. But this one, Milwaukee's really going for the portable power. All right, so if there's something I left out about this light right here, please put your questions down below, or I'd like to hear your comments on it. Which one would you choose? So if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.